Hello, I am Dr. Sujoy Dasgupta, consultant in reproductive medicine, Genome Fertility Center and Bhagirathi Neukia Hospital, Kolkata. In our last episode, we have discussed in details about the male infertility treatment and management. Now today, we are going to discuss about female infertility. Please remember the treatment of infertility depends not only on single report, but we have to see the overall scenario, the age of the partners, how long you are trying for pregnancy, the condition of husband's semen, the condition of your ovaries and your tubes. Now the common causes of female infertility are PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, low AMH, endometriosis, fallopian tube blocks and sometimes fibroid. So we'll discuss them. Polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS. It's a hormonal disorder. Please remember, this is not a disorder of the cysts, and it's hormonal disorders where you will have polycystic ovary in ultrasound and you will have irregular periods. If you have simple polycystic ovary in ultrasound, that does not mean that you are having PCOS. Please remember, PCOS infertility is easier to treat because in most cases these women can conceive naturally even without any treatment if your weight becomes normal. If that does not help, then we can go for some medicines, oral medicines called ovulation induction. We give you some medicines to help your eggs in the ovaries to grow and ovulate. If that fails, then you can require IUI, and in very few cases IVF is required. And nowadays, with the advent of so much advanced medicines and injections, very few women with PCOS are requiring laparoscopy. So PCOS, if you are having PCOS and infertility, do not worry, talk to your doctor. In most cases, you can conceive naturally. Second condition is low AMH. What is AMH? AMH is anti-mullerian hormone. If you are having low AMH, that indicates that the number of eggs in your ovaries are low. But that does not mean that you cannot conceive naturally. So the treatment depends on your age. If you are younger, all other reports are okay. In that case, we can give you medicines for short period of time. But please remember, if you are having low AMH, you should not delay treatment. Rather, you should expedite the treatment. That is, we have to start the treatment by the earliest possible time. If medicines cannot help, in that case, you can go for 2 to 3 cycles of IUI. If that fails, it's better to go for IVF. Now, sometimes women are asking, doctor, can I do IVF with my own eggs? We always encourage the women, please try at least first cycle of IVF with your own eggs. If that fails, then you can consider egg donation. So if you have low AMH, that does not always mean egg donation. Talk to your doctor. Sometimes you can conceive naturally. The next condition is fallopian tube blocks. Please remember, if your HSG is showing one fallopian tube block and another fallopian tube is open, please do not do anything. You do not need any treatment because one fallopian tube is enough for conception. But if unfortunately both the fallopian tubes are blocked, in that case we prefer doing second test called sonosalpingography or SSG. If the SSG also showed that both the tubes are blocked, in that case you have two options. Either you can go for laparoscopy, you can try opening the tubes at the same times, or you can go for IVF. So if your both the fallopian tubes are blocked, in that case ideally you should go for SSG before you decide whether you should do IVF or laparoscopy. Now the next condition is endometriosis. Endometriosis is a very painful condition. Women are having severe pain during periods or pain during sex. Unfortunately, endometriosis has a tendency to recur. That is, whatever treatment we do, endometriosis can come back again. In that case, treatment with medicine, that is medical treatment, is not helpful. That is, if we give medicines to treat your endometriosis, your pain will be relieved, but you cannot conceive so long as the medicines are continuing. So there are two options. Depending on other conditions, the condition of your ovaries and condition of your husband's sperms. If that are okay, then you can go for laparoscopic surgery to remove the endometriosis. But if you are going for surgery, immediately after surgery is the best time to conceive. If you fail to conceive after 6 to 12 months after surgery, don't delay treatment. In that case, you probably should go for IVF. On the other hand, if your egg count is severely low or you had multiple surgeries previously and unfortunately your endometriosis has recurred again, in that case it's better to go for IVF rather than going for repeat surgery, because if you are going for surgery repeatedly, it can damage the ovaries. So if you are having endometriosis, the treatment depends on pain and the conditions of your ovaries, tubes and husband's sperm. The last condition we'll discuss is fibroid. Often women are concerned that, doctor, I am having fibroid, what will happen? Please remember, most of the fibroids do not need any treatment. They do not need surgery, they do not need medical treatment. But some fibroids, particularly those fibroids which are located on the inner side of your womb, inner side of your uterus, that is we call submucosal fibroids, that fibroids need to be removed because that can interfere with pregnancy. Other fibroids should not be removed. Therefore, most of the fibroids do not need any treatment and you can become mother even when there are large fibroids in your uterus. Thank you viewers for watching our 3 episodes of videos on infertility.